to the E to the L to the U to the X to the E to the top. Smacking.
Hello guys, it is Qwerty Afro here. I'm bringing you another Train Simulator Let's Play video. Today I'm actually going to be having a look at this dark blue skin thing that came out for the 375 on the marketplace. I do know that there are freeware skins available of this exact skin as well that are for free, and yeah, they are out there, but I just chose to, you know, get this one, and you know, judge me or not, I just wanted to get this one. It's just easier for me to just get that, and just instead of faffing around with loads of other kind of skins that you can get online from places and whatever, and this just installs automatically or whatever. So I just decided to get this. Anyway, the skin is good, so I don't mind paying for it really. But I wanted to actually have a look at it, and also it gives me a good excuse to come back onto the London Faversham high speed route, because I haven't actually made a video of on the London Faversham route in quite some time actually. So I thought, you know, it'd be a nice kind of way of doing a video on it, and as well because this livery has actually just come into service only recently, within last year, the end of last year or whatever. So it'd be just nice to have a look at this train and you know, revisit the old Electrostars. You know, who doesn't like a Electrostar video? Anyway, the scenario we're going to be doing today is by Grachnowell, if I'm saying him right. Like, I play a lot of his scenarios and he just makes some really good scenarios, and this scenario is WS1S56 527 London Victoria to Ramsgate / Dover Priory. Drive the new liveried Southeastern Class 375 on a diverted service from London Victoria to Ramsgate / Dover Priory. And also a bit more information: due to major power supply problems at Swanley, all services presently are running via Dartford. The scenario begins on the approach to Swanscombe, if I'm saying that right, and you will end at Faversham. And the duration of it is about 50 minutes as well, and all the AI he is described as from the 2016 timetable, so that's all going to be good. We have a spring weather, clear weather as well, which is nice, and it is about 10 past 6 in the kind of early evening, late afternoon. Shoutouts for this video before I get into the train. I'll go to the Gaming Man and Lemon Gaming HD. That's again the Gaming Man and Lemon HD, Lemon Gaming HD. Their links and stuff will be down below. Those were the shoutouts. So guys, I will see you guys in the train, and we'll have a look at this dark blue livery. And we are in the train. You're approaching Swanscombe, having been diverted via Dartford. Thank you very much. Right, let's have a look at this this livery. Looks pretty sharp, I have to say. Looks very nice. I do like dark kind of coloured liveries and stuff like that, like navy, black, and even the green, the dark kind of olive greens that they're going with the Great Western Main Line now with their stock. And it just darker colours look really good. I'm not really a fan of the current southeastern kind of white and kind of like a white and orange and white and blue kind of thing. It's just because obviously white's just a colour that just gets dirty really quickly, and it's not really that nice. But this looks really good. It just looks smarter, and I like how it's not going to be similar to the kind of javelins. Like, because I thought when they brought out the javelins and when they had that kind of full blue, I was like, that really does suit southeastern's kind of look. And I don't know why they haven't actually done their Rolling's current stock in this kind of navy blue livery. But this looks good. Let's go a little bit, zoom in here to the... That's really nice. Like, I like it. I like the nice kind of aqua blue with the nice navy blue. Looks really good. And I don't know, like, because you have with like different liveries and stuff like that with different train operating companies. You have like liveries to to distinct different types of services. Like with Southwest Trains is a great example, where they have the red and blue. They have the red and blue 455s, which signify that they're city suburban services, so they don't go too far out, and they're very, like, you know, short stopping services. While you then have the kind of blue Desiros, which signify that they're kind of like the all-rounders. They do loads of different services. They can do stopping services, they can do express services, etc. And then obviously you have the 444s, which is kind of like white and red, and then they signify that they do the kind of long-haul express services, as well as the what's it, the damn, it's gone out of my head now, the 158s. They they're also red and orange and white, so they're like kind of diesel express long services or whatever. And Southeastern, I've really kind of over the years kind of like thought, like, I don't know what each thing signifies, because they have like the white and orange, white and blue, and then they have the kind of grey stripe and the dark blue stripe, and I kind of got lost in what all those kind of meant, and just, I don't know, maybe they do mean something, but I just like this kind of look. This look definitely is much better for Southeastern. I hope even like the 456s eventually get this kind of look, because it does look good. We're gonna put on the headlights on. I do have the Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack for the 375, but somehow it doesn't work with this train for some reason. I tried reinstalling or whatever. I might have to copy some files over, but I'm just gonna play with the default sounds for now, unfortunately. But you know, what can we do? Let's set up the train, 8 cars. Let's get the reverser on there. Nothing really much else to do. It's a very simple train to actually set up, and then we can just get the power actually rolling. But yeah, back in the good old Electrostars. It's like, I haven't actually done too many videos in this train, to be honest. Like, the one that I haven't actually done really, and loads of people have been like wondering why I haven't, is just a normal kind of London to Brighton's like 377 video, like in the Southern's livery. I don't think I've ever done one in this train. I don't think so. But you can see here the nice aqua blue poles, which look really good. Just signify Southeastern, I like that. But I guess I've sat in this train quite a lot in terms of, like, say, driving the overground services with the 378s. But there is a scenario actually I really want to do, which utilizes the 387, which is obviously the 377 in terms of this game. And are we passing the station? I think we are. I can't remember what the station's actually called. Oh, this is the station outside Ebbsfleet, isn't it? Kind of like just on the other side of Ebbsfleet, I think. But doesn't matter, we're just going to keep rolling it through, because we have to go via the Gravesend loop, so we're probably missing out a few stations at the beginning of this scenario. But yeah, there is a scenario that I actually really want to do. I think it's going to be London Bridge to Brighton, and I'm going to utilise the Thameslink livery, because loads of people have been requesting that I do something where I have like a Thameslink 387 or something like that, and I have a scenario that actually goes from London Bridge to Victoria, but it's like split into 2 parts, but I'm going to just put it together and stitch it together to be like one part, in a way. It's another scenario by Granwell, and he tried to utilise this the South London network one from that map that goes from London Bridge to Brighton, but I think he had some problems, so he just had to do it 2 separate scenarios, which is unfortunate. But I'll probably just edit that together in the video and just make it all come together really nicely, and so it won't appear that I'm doing 2 scenarios. I'll just kind of like, I'll get into like where it stops in the first part and then just kind of transition to the second part, I guess. I think that's something we could do, and I definitely want to do that, because loads of you have been bugging me for a Thameslink one. Was it? No, it's yeah, it's Thameslink. Whatever it's called. Because those liveries now are just purely white with just a little logo on it, isn't it? Look at this train a bit more. I have a feeling that these sounds are a bit mixed up with some things. I find when you download other kind of 377 or 375 kind of things, they kind of either take on the role of the standard ones, the standard sounds, or sometimes just mix around with other side. Like this horn's a bit odd. Doesn't sound right. I have to slow down now to 30 miles per hour. Right. And we're not stopping at Gravesend, we're just going to be passing it on the Loop 1 track. That'll be all good. And And then let's just have a look at our, yeah, so we're going to be passing Gravesend, we're going to be also passing Strood, and then we'll be only starting to pick up passengers at Rochester. So we're going to be doing Rochester, Chatham, Gillingham, Rainham, Sittingbourne, Tyneham, and Faversham, which is not a bad little schedule. Ooh, we are passing a Javelin and a 456, which has the sound pack, I do believe. Yeah, that has the Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack. And this train is, wait, look how good that looks now. Partners in Crime. Well, look at that. The white just doesn't really go with it. The full blue just looks very good and very professional. But anyway, that Javelin's going to be waiting for us now to kind of clear the track. Right, we can increase a little bit of speed. Wouldn't hurt. I mean, we're getting a 70 mile per hour, which is nice. We can speed up along. Even though the Javelin can outpace this train like nothing. I hope they add more, also, I hope they add more, southeastern routes. Like, I hope they extend certain things and stuff like that, because London Faversham, it's nice, but it doesn't really represent the full southeastern network. There's loads of places in the kind of southeastern train network to go to, and I guess this is the only kind of main one that kind of utilizes, I guess, the Javelin in some sense. But then the Javelin goes down to like Dover. Like Dover's the kind of like main kind of, and Ashford International and stuff like that. Those are the kind of more popular southeastern kind of parts. And then you have like Kent and stuff like that as well, Medway, and you know, there's more stuff to explore in the southeastern network. And I feel this is a very small portion of what the southeastern network's all about, and I hope more gets made for the southeastern network. But yeah, I haven't actually played on this map for, wow, quite some time. There's the normal livery, there's the blue stripe one, and mixed with the actual navy blue. It needs to be like my train. It needs to be just pure navy blue. It just looks so good. Looks fantastic. Let's do a little bit of a flyby. I don't like the little colours and stuff like that, like the yellow and the red kind of. I guess that's signifying like sections of the train or whatever, but I'm not a fan of it. Just pure navy blue, in my opinion. That's fine. You don't really need to do anything else with it. Just use my horn there to signify for the crossing thing. Right, back to neutral. Another horn whistle. That's all very, very nice. Cruising along quite nicely. We have about 4.5 miles coming up to Strood, which we again pass, and then we curl up onto the track, going up and then joining the line into Rochester, which actually, I think Rochester, well, actually 2 stations on this actual route have actually significantly changed from the actual current models in the game. One of them being Gillingham has been completely redone in real life, where there's like a middle platform now, whatever. It's no longer kind of like middle tracks or whatever. It's all kind of done. It's basically been changed quite a lot. And then you have Rochester, which has been closed and then moved to like a different location. So, you know, I wish those kind of things and like changes and stuff in Modern Life actually got updated in the game. That would be really, really nice. But hey, what can you do? 2 whistle signs. You can see there's some old slam door coaches. There we go. But yeah, loads of things get changed like in real life in terms of like updates to stations or whatever. And it would be nice to have like have Train Simulator actually, you know, react to that in a way. So like, you know, routes get updated with certain models and stuff like that, and it just would make the game a bit more dynamic, I guess, in a way. So, you know, I don't know, in a way, like, one thing I liked what they did in terms of a certain map with what Dovetail Games did is that they've, like, say with Riviera in the 50s, I like that kind of different versions of time periods and stuff like that, and I wish they did more of that, but included all together in one route, so you could have different time periods of certain routes, and you can then just, you know, you can see how stations might have changed, the signage might have changed, the stock, etc. might have changed, and that was really nicely and beautifully represented in Riviera in the 50s. And getting out AWS there, it was really well done and represented well in the Riviera in the 50s. And I wish more kind of stuff could be done like that, but not like a separate routes to buy, but like one route together, and then you have just different time periods. Because I guess the thing is, you can I don't know if it'll be too much of like a hassle to do, because in terms of like assets and stuff like that and scenery, it's basically all the same kind of stuff. Like, you have the same track and the layout and stuff like that. All you're doing is you're changing the look of the stations, essentially, and maybe a bit of I don't know, maybe certain buildings, but mainly it's just the look of the stations that I like looking at when I kind of drive through. And then Riviera in the 50s was just a great example of just like, you know, it just looked more older and more, you know, like this isn't modern, and it's just a nice comparison. And it would be nice to have something like that where you can just try different time modes within one map, you know. And I know that there is like there's scenario packs and stuff out there that actually represent that and actually have like different AI and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, like say for this map you can actually, there's a scenario pack from the Armstrong Powerhouse which has a modern scenario pack and also a slam door scenario pack where it was just mainly slam doors and stuff like that when it was Conex and such and such and whatever. But you know, it'd be cool if you know, you could just play through different time periods and just, you know, a bit like how my previous video I was talking about Bowdenham with time periods and stuff like that, where you can change different chronological events, etc. It would be cool to do something like that in Train Simulator, where you can actually play in different, you know, parts, and that affects like what like a certain mine is doing, what trains are being used, like, you know what I mean. I think that would work really well in Train Sim. Right, we're coming up to Strood. Very weird name. It still weirds me out even to this day. Strood. I come from Strood. Interesting name. I wonder what it actually signifies, because obviously all these names are basically named after someone or about something or about, you know, another place, or I don't know. Have the good old 15-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up here into Strood, so we're going to have to slow down ever so slightly now. You can see another javelin passing up here. Right. That's nicely doing it. I want these kind of things, like these kind of things, in the next generation of Train Sim, these kind of screens and stuff in the train to work. Because like, if OMSI can do it, if you think about it, if OMSI can do it with their engine, where you can have like different cameras or whatever, then Train Sim easily can do it. There's no excuse. OMSI's engine is not anywhere near to this kind of engine. This is much more of a 3D engine or whatever, and I'm pretty sure they could just, you know, put some like different camera views and stuff like that and just plop them here onto these kind of cab screens or whatever, because OMSI does it well. Like, I remember in the in Project Gladbeck when I was driving the Mercedes C2, the Citaro C2, and it has the kind of screen where you can have a look back at the closing back doors to see when people are getting up, when it's safe to close the doors. And that's, you know, it looks very basic with what they've implemented there. I don't know why it's so hard to do it in Train Sim. But then again, I hope stuff like that might be something they're looking to put in the new next gen game, because we have to kind of think of these kind of things. Like, okay, like, you know, I've complained and mentioned this kind of thing in previous videos, and I know the answer, the limitations of the engine. So, okay, this engine then obviously can't do it. Unreal Engine, I don't see any excuse why it can't be put in, and more kind of features in the cab cannot be simulated. Because, you know, the screen's there, and you're looking at all these screens, and you're thinking, these screens must be important. And obviously a driver who's sitting in a train, driving and doing all his kind of train driver duties, has these screens to, you know, help him with his driving experience, and is, like, helping him drive through his, like, you know, operations of a train, because they're important. But another thing has to be rectified, obviously, to make these, like, say, passenger view cameras or whatever even, you know, even better, is the whole passenger kind of modeling, and just AI has to be sorted out. Again, I'm comparing to OMSI. OMSI has a worse engine, but they seem to simulate passengers much better than Train Sim, where Train Sim, they just have people walking about, and then they kind of just fade into the train or fade out of the train or whatever. Sometimes nothing happens. They don't really react to anything or whatever. So, you know, again, OMSI has walking passengers. They can come onto a vehicle. That, again, would be something you would expect in Train Simulator. Don't know why it can't be done. But then again, Unreal Engine 4, there is no excuse for that not to be done, where passengers walk onto a train and actually sit down. You know, I expect that in Unreal Engine 4. Like, these are just basic features, like basic kind of stuff when you think about what should a train simulator have. And I really hope that the Unreal Engine 4 is going to be something of just of a better train sim experience in a way. Like, don't get me wrong, this train simulator has good experiences, but it's like, you know, it's when you play a lot of it, like myself, you obviously kind of go into the finer details and stuff and say, well, this could be better, this could have been in this game, why isn't this thing in this game, why aren't certain things simulated? Like, obviously, if a new player comes on board, like if I was someone who never played Train Simulator before and I loaded into Train Simulator, I would be amazed. I'd be like, yes, this is so cool. Like, I love trains, I want to drive trains, I have a game now that I can do that. And that's amazing for a new player. And this is, again, going back to the discussion of, like, this game is better for new players than existing players. Because I just go back into this game and I'm always thinking about things that, why isn't this in here? Or, you know, why hasn't this been thought about? And that's not me just trying to diss the game, that's me actually, because I've played this game so much and I care about so much about this game that I think about these things and I just bring them up, and they're just the kind of things I like to discuss in Train Sim videos more, because I play this game so much, I've covered it for so many years, and, you know, it's just, you know, and it's also just interesting to think about these kind of things of, like, if they can be done. Anyway, we're coming into Rochester. This Rochester is closed. It's no longer an actual station. Right, I do not know where the, can I have this camera? I do not know where the 8 car is actually quite further down. Let's get back to that. Have a 456 here again. And nicely does it. I'm just going to nicely stop before here. And doors open. Nice aqua blue doors. That just look really good in these kind of doors or whatever. I also need to do a video in the 456 as well. I haven't actually given the 456 or the 455. Yeah, I think 456, 455, yeah. I haven't given them too much love, so I definitely need to thinking this could be a possible screenshot, maybe? Possible screenshot? What do you think? I think this could be a... Zoom out a little bit. Let me zoom in a bit more. Let's open up the doors back again. Yep, let's open the doors. Want the doors open. I might take multiple ones, and then you guys can pick again on the Facebook page. as I let most of my people do. Right, that's done there. And we have to wait for the doors to close. Where's this train off to? Charing Cross. Very nice. Right. Stand clear of the doors. This train ready to leave. Oh, the livery does look good. So yellow's first class. I guess the red is disabled area, like wheelchair access area. Yeah, and and toilet as well. There we go. There we go. Nicely does it. And then now we have a javelin behind us. Well, if the javelin's following up this way, and we have a 456 that's probably gonna wait for us to move along. And off our train goes into the distance. Beautiful. Right, next station is Chatham, which we do believe we have this little... So some scenario creators actually put little markers and stuff. Like you can put a marker where you want actually the train to stop, which is quite nice. Like on some stations where there isn't any kind of like visual marker, is actually very good to, like, especially if it's a really long platform. You don't generally know most of the time where to actually stop on a very, very long platform with no visual markers. And this actual like red arrow here just shows where you should stop, which is I kind of like, and I wish more people utilize this little red arrow as well. Right, Chatham. Nicely does it. But anyway, this one has a visual marker, so doesn't really... And I passed it. There we go. It's just a really good looking train, I have to say. Just really good looking. Let's get a... I think another... Another screenshot somewhere here. Something like that. I think that's good. You can have many screenshots to choose from, guys. Off she goes. Obviously no pantograph here because obviously this is the 375 but actually I think no 375 unit actually has a pantograph. Well, I might be mistaken because Southern have a few units obviously that have a pantograph unit on their 377s because they have the branch that goes up to Watford Junction. No, Milton Keynes. That's the one. Goes up to Milton Keynes, so they obviously need a pantograph for that. But I'm guessing that South Eastern do have a few units with a pantograph, or maybe they don't, I don't know. Because obviously South Eastern is all primarily third rail. There's no overhead wire or anything like overhead gantries or whatever. Except for the high-speed section with the Javelin trains, but that isn't owned by South Eastern, that's owned by... I don't know if it's Network Rail or whatever, but well, obviously no train operating company owns a specific part of track, but you know what I mean. That's more like that's more of kind of a Eurostars section than Southeastern section, if you know what I mean. Even though they do share it, but it's mainly Eurostars. It's not Southeastern's. We acknowledge Eurostar more than Southeastern. speed up to 60. And I want a PA system. I want a PA system so badly. I don't know how you would implement a PA system, so that's one of these features that like I really want to I want it in the game, but I don't know how it would be put into game. So I'm not really too bothered if it doesn't get put in the game. But it'd be, that's kind of one of my kind of dreamy features, like a PA system. But they have done it with, like, say, the 350 on the Trent Valley, West Coast Mainline Trent, North Trent Valley route. But you know, more of that. I want more of that. Right, Gillingham. I'm entering kind of a bit fast, but we'll be able to make it, hopefully. Another 4560 on the siding. Well, not really a siding, but side platform. Right, let's try and make the red arrow this time. Right. There we go. There's no 8 marker on here, actually, to be honest now, to actually... And there was no sound there with the doors. Yeah, there's no 8 marker. There's a 10 marker and a 12 marker, but there is no 8 marker, or maybe I've missed it. No, there's no 8 marker. Another shot we could do here. There we go. I just got the shot before the doors closed, but another shot there. Maybe just more of zooming into the train rather than actually having the full train, but you guys will decide. What I've noticed also with Gillingham, the platform kind of lowers in length, like in height. Like you see it's normal, and then you can see it's getting lower and lower to the ground, where it gets to a point where like that's just impossible for someone to actually get up on the train without a step. And what's that all about? To 60. Might start implementing the speed set actually, because the speed set just means I don't really have to worry about controlling the speed too much. Some trains here in the siding. Next station is Rainham. I think I have the 2D skies on. There's like different, like I think the more latest kind of routes and stuff have the 3D skies. Well, this I think is the actual 2D skies, which sometimes they actually do look much. The 2D skies does actually look much better, even though it's just a static kind of image that just kind of moves. But sometimes they actually do look better. Right, let's get up to 90. I think 90 is here. There we go. There we go. Set. Good. Hopefully it's not too bad actually this journey so far. We're not having much traffic, things are going well, loads of greens. Very nice, even though this is a medium difficulty scenario, so you know, so far so well. I have taken a bit of time with we're supposed to be here at 41, which we can still make this 41 at Rainham, but I think I was taking a little bit too long with my screenshots, but for the thumbnail. But you know what, that's me. I'm only a few seconds late, so it's nothing too major. I promise if a screenshot isn't worthy at Rainham, then I won't do it. I'm 33% braking now, just let it come in. a little bit more stronger braking now, because it does look like Raynham is coming up fast. There we go. That should be fine. That's good. This station is Raynham. Right. There we go. No image expected here. And this just shows that. No, I don't think. No, this isn't screenshot worthy, I don't think. That, maybe? But I want it to show the livery. Something like that? I don't know. No screenshot of Raynham. No, we didn't do it, but it doesn't matter. I haven't even been in the actual cab long enough, mostly at all these kind of departures at all these previous stations, to actually do the signal. the bell signal. But you know, the screenshots are important. As Moleman978 says, there's always time for a screenshot. I'm not as an heavy addict at screenshots like him, but I do like my screenshots when I see a good one. And I might be delayed 10 minutes, doesn't really matter. I need to find my good screenshot. One thing I should do is I should actually pause the game and then do a screenshot, but I like things in motion. I feel when it's paused and it's just paused. I don't know why. But I should learn to just pause it. Okay, we're going. So we're not stopping at Newington. We're just continuing in straight on the fast section of the line, which is kind of nice. Right, let's get to 80 on the speed set, so we don't have to worry too much. Going down the Newington fast loop, which is very nice. Maybe we're going to be passing a train here, which would be pretty cool. No, we're carrying basically an empty train. All is good. Nice Kent countryside, and the FPS just drops for no reason. Right, is there a train at Newington? No, it's not. It's not even in view yet. I have to go down to 70. I'm just going to lower it to 70 now. There we go. That should take care of itself. And hopefully it will lower down to 70 by the time we get to the speed limit. It would be a bit awkward if it didn't. But then I can intervene and manually brake. No, there is no train at Newington, so we're just passing an empty station. Let's... Oh, that's fantastic. Nice. Kind of goes down into a bit of a gradient there, actually. Give my little late horn there for the crossing. I do have a few good scenarios actually lined up in Train Sim. There's also the one that I have to finish the part 2 of the GBRF class 6 freight that one. I still need to do it. It will be done at some point. I haven't forgotten about that one. But there are other stuffs. There's stuff with the Wessex 442 I want to do, like a Southwest Trains kind of scenario of it, or Network Southeast. Still thinking about that, seeing if those ones would work out really well. There's just other stuff as well. The 387 Thameslink one from London Bridge to Brighton, as I've said already. So increase the speed set a bit there. Oh, we have a. Is this a speed warning or an actual signal warning? Because we're coming up to the Sheerness Triangle thing junction where trains branch off to Sheerness. We'll continue down to Faversham. Nope, it was a speed. I think this is a speed restriction thing. Even though there's no speed thing coming up, so that was a bit weird. Next station is Sittingbourne. All is well. Gotta lower the speed now, let it coast a bit. What time do we need to be in Sittingbourne? We need to be there 8 for. Oh, we might actually catch up in time, so I'm just gonna let it roll and then slow down a little prematurely, just so we can catch up actually with the timetabled time. Right, that should be enough. That should be enough. Yeah, we should be able to cruise in nicely. A bit over speed, but you know, we're trying to catch up the time. We have 30 seconds to catch up, and hopefully I'll be able to slow down within 30 seconds. Now 20 seconds. Come on, get all the train in the platform. We can do it. I have 12, 11. Right, just stop now. Please, stop. Come on, 10, 9, 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, I don't know if we just clutched it there. I'm not too sure. I think that was bad. But hey, we tried. A little bit. Can I get some sort of screenshot maybe? No, I don't think. Too many confused angles here at Sittingbourne. Too much for a good screenshot. Right, did we make that? Yes, we did. Nice, we just clutched it, guys. Nicely done. So now we're back on time. So we had a bit of fuss here between Rochester and Rainham, but I think for now we can keep up the time. We can Sittingbourne's done nicely. Tainham can be done nicely as well, and Faversham can be done nicely as well. So good, we managed to catch up. This is how you do it. This is how you catch up a delay. You take risks. Let's be honest, if you're an advanced driver like myself, these kind of risks are just second nature. You don't really even think about them, to be honest. You just go for it. You kind of enter a station at 50 miles an hour and you just know how to tame your train down. And then people won't argue. People won't complain about delays. Southeastern will be revitalised. Even though it's part of Govia now, which owns everything really. It owns Southeastern, it owns Southern, it owns First Capital Connect, which now is just Thameslink, Greater Thameslink or whatever. Greater Northern as well they own now, which was First Capital Connect obviously. They own something else as well, I think. Maybe that's it. Maybe First Capital Connect, Southern and Southeastern are the kind of three they own, I think. Southwest Trains just themselves with Stagecoach. And they own East Midlands as well, and they own Virgin Trains partially. They own more of it in the Virgin East Coast part, and then the West Coast Main Line is predominantly Virgin Trains that own it. It's kind of 50-50, but Virgin Trains own like a couple of more percent, so they own it more than Stagecoach. So you know. But Govia are going ham, really. Imagine if they got Southwest Trains, like if they they got the next leasing of it, and then they basically think Govia own the whole south, essentially. If they got First Great Western, they would own everything. They would own. I don't even know what's happening with First Great Western, like, because obviously now it's turning into Great Western Railway, but who owns that? Is that still First, or is it just, I don't know, is it going to someone else? Because obviously the whole kind of thing with First Great Western was the kind of branding of it, or is it just First still own it? First still own it and just rebranded it to Great Western Main Line? I'm supposing. I don't know. What time we need to be here? 53. We can... Ooh, 30 seconds to do it. That is tight. That is tight, but I think we might be able to, or maybe probably not. I'm surprised we didn't actually make it in time. We left on time, and we're going at full speed. So I'm not too sure why we didn't manage that. But hey ho. Actually, let me get on this side. There we go. Oof, look at that. Good stopping. This is Tainham. Tainham. Oh, someone's gonna come. It's like, no, Qwerty. It's actually... It's actually Ainham with a silent T. It's literally everything. That's all my kind of videos now. It's like, no, it's that. It's with a whatever T or N or silent J or silent M or Z or ZE or I don't know. Off we go to our last station, Faversham. Okay, enjoyed this. It was a nice little cute scenario. I'm a little bit annoyed that the Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack didn't configure with this skin, which is a bit annoying. Because I don't like the default 377, 375 sounds or whatever. But, you know, I could look past that. It was a nice little enjoyable scenario. Good AI, I have to say. Well, it's a scenario by Granawell, so he just does them well. Or she, I don't know. He or she does them well. But I'll definitely leave the link down below to this scenario, and also the marketplace link for the actual skin. Again, there are freeware skins, available versions of this skin that are done by people for free as well. So if you don't want to pay, it's fine. You can just find yourself a free skin. There's no one stopping you. I've just only done this because I could only the only ones I could find scenarios of are of this payware skin of the marketplace. I haven't actually been able to find that many say the freeware skin version scenarios or whatever. We're going up to 90 in a bit as well. Got 100% now, please. Let's get up there. Let's go fast. Let's try and be a javelin. Never visited much of the Kent countryside or whatever area of this kind of part of the UK, actually, to be honest. Like, I think I've been to Dover because I've been in the Channel Tunnel. Like, I think it's when I went to Poland quite some time ago with a coach. Like, we drove down the whatever M something. I don't even know what goes down there. M16 or I literally have no idea what goes down there. M5, 6, I don't know. No, not M6, M6 more north. But whatever motorway goes down there, went down there with the coach and then went into the Eurotunnel, into one of those really big, really big coaches, which can fit coaches and lorries and stuff like that. It's like so huge. And then like the half an hour, 40-minute journey down the Channel Tunnel, which was really nice. Okay, the speed set thing needs help because it's failing me here. Faversham is coming up though. I don't think I've been anywhere else though in the south east part of England though. Can't really remember off the top of my head. Brighton is probably more south, but I guess it's kind of southeast. Been to Brighton and that's it. Gatwick Airport's another one, been there. And that's all I've really been in southeast England. Nowhere really else. The final approach. As he does it. Let's go down to a respectable speed would be good. Oh, we have a javelin and a javelin. Nice. Oh, that train just got there. Switched lights, maybe it's turning around. Right. The 8 marker's right at the end. Also a little red arrow there indicating where we have to go. Oof. Nicely does it. Doors open. Swinging another screenshot, but I think this is a little too blocked up by the bridge. What about the back here? Ooh, I like the grouping, but again, just like this, if this advert thing wasn't here, that would have been pretty good. But I don't know. No, I think I have three good screenshots, to be honest. That's all good. Anyway, bad luck you didn't complete this area because we bit, you know, screenshots, they're important. Doesn't matter. Anyway, let's exit out of that. Rate the scenario. Definitely liked it. Definitely enjoyed it. Very enjoyable. I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. That was the scenario there by Granwell and from the London Victoria Ramsgate kind of service. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was very enjoyable for me. Little show off there of the actual marketplace dark blue southeastern skin. If you've enjoyed it, again, there is free versions of it online, so you don't have to, you know, get the marketplace version. There are other ones. I've only chose it because there was more available scenarios on the workshop for it to kind of utilize it, etc. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. Tell me what you think about it. Do you like the new skin, the new livery that's even in real life? Was it the southeastern, or do you prefer the whites, which I don't prefer? Tell me what you think. I would like to hear your kind of comments. The shoutouts for this video go to the Gaming Man and Lemon Gaming HD. That's again the Gaming Man and Lemon Gaming HD. Their links and stuff will be down below. I hope you enjoyed this train simulator video, guys, and I will see you for another one some other time. Hope you have a lovely day and keep it cool. See you guys. Bye for now.
We ain't never giving up 'cause we ain't